Is it? Are we not?
Up your shaft. Aye, sir.
Hi, this is Empire with Capital Chaos, and here with me in Sacramento is Jake from the Casualties.
Hey, what's up?
Just want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, guys. So you
My pleasure. Welcome to our humble fucking Barmy RV.
This is where the magic happens. So you guys are on tour right now. This is your 4th stop, and you've got 25 to go. How's it been?
So far, awesome. The first show in LA was like off the hook. We did 2 little ones for gas money because we drove all the way across the country.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was like, it's crazy again, the shows. Like, there's people like getting like stitches again.
Dude,
like,
it's intense as hell.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm not beat up from being in the middle of that.
There's another guy all bloody up front. I'm like, dude, relax. But I love our fans. You know, they're like, they'll have their brain hanging out of their head and just be like still into it.
Oh, dude,
and
totally.
I'm like, oh my God.
So what are some of the
guys.
things that you like to see when you're on stage? Like, what's your perfect scenario of chaos that's going on out there?
The band, as the Casualties, feeds off the energy of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're not having a good time, we're not having a good time. So it's like, you know, it's a lot to do with the band, because we're the same people as them.
Mm-hmm.
We're just on the stage for 45 minutes,
yeah,
playing songs that we wrote in our bedrooms and in basements and shit like that. So it's just like, you know, if they're bummed, we're bummed, but that's like hard to ever, that is kind of rare. You know, usually it'll take them a few songs, or they'll just kick off right from the get-go. Like tonight.
Yes, it was like
crazy,
intense, man.
And all the shows so far have been like that, man. We even did a little tiny bar show in Vegas on the way out here just for like just to fill the gas tank.
Yeah.
And it was fucking wild.
Really?
I couldn't even believe it. Yeah.
Well, I bet the small, intense one would be even fucking like right in your face.
Yeah, oh yeah. And they didn't even let us go on stage sober. They were just like shots, and if you don't do it,
nice.
It was like that. Yeah. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
I don't remember playing the show, but it was a good time.
Everybody else can tell you what you
I'm
did.
not even kidding you.
No, seriously?
The rest of the band will tell you. It was terrible. I was like, what song we played?
How did you do on stage?
Just jumped a lot and like threw my guitars around.
That's good stuff. So you guys have had a bunch of albums out. I heard that you have something new in the store for this year?
Yeah, it's been about 3 years since our last one. So we wrote a record all year, and then we recorded with this guy Zeus, who's like awesome. He's a new. We did the last 3 records with Bill Stevenson, but we wanted to change for this one because the band was going in a heavier direction. Mm-hmm. So this record we did with Zeus, and he was awesome and kind of knew what we were like kind of going for. It's still, we were just like a heavy punk band as it was anyway, but he brought a little bit of that out, and it's still a Casualties record. I mean, you know, we still just put microphones on the amps, you know. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Of course.
Yeah, he worked with us really good, and it was cool. It was all positive experiences, you know.
Awesome. So when can we look for that?
It's going to be out in late September. I think the 23rd or 6th or something like that.
Okay.
And that's going to come out. It's like everything's new. It's like a new life of the band. It's like, you know, a new label, Season of Mist.
Okay.
And then the new guy that recorded this record, Zeus, and then you know, a whole new record coming out, and then it's just going to be like, bam, a whole year of touring. 2 years. 2 years, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So after this one, you guys are going to do the CD release and then just get right back on the road?
Yeah, we're going to do, the record comes out in February. We do like a U.S., a little smaller U.S. tour, like a small little thing right when it comes out. And then in Europe, we do a big tour in Europe when it really comes out, because the label's from France.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we'll do another U.S. tour, because this tour is like a collection of different kinds of bands.
Yeah.
And then we, you know, the next tour is gonna, I think, be a little more bands that are like closer to our style, kind of.
Yeah.
Take out.
It was really interesting tonight because it wasn't all the same, and I think that's cool to have a little bit of diversity.
Yeah, and then you got to do the tour where it's like all like kind of like.
Yes. So any idea on who it is that you're going to have with you?
We don't know yet. There's a little like thing where like this old band that we really like, Broken Bones, they might get back together to be one of the supporting acts and stuff. So that might be really cool. There's a couple other bands. We're just sort of seeing who's ready to go out at that time, because we're one of the only stupid bands that goes on tour in like February.
Oh, is that like social suicide or something?
Yeah, well, it's just like, oh, cool.
You're
we got to
freezing?
go to Denver. It's all snow and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Need to hit Hawaii. So you guys have been around for a while, and you've seen the punk generation for many years. Is there anything that you've seen recently that you disagree with, or anything that you've seen stick with the DIY scene that has just, I don't know, made you just want to keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, there's all like a slew of new bands going around.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep up with them. There's so many, actually, and I always hope that they stick around and kind of like do what we sort of did, just keep on keeping on. Unfortunately, there's so many bands that are just around for like a year or 2 years, and you're like, oh, you're awesome. I just went down to Chaos and Taos, down, and that's a like punk festival in Texas. Very like DIY, but it's also like, smaller bands, but also like, like bigger bands that are thrashy and stuff, like Casualties and stuff like that.
I love those guys.
So we, I would see we were friends with them, so we'd go and hang out, and then I would see a bunch of other new bands, and it's like, whoa, cool, it's still going. So I'm really happy about that. As far as disagreeing with things, it's just like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be like an old person that just doesn't want anything to change, and you're not gonna change with the times? Like, yeah, it's like it was different back then a little, and I'd say back then as in 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when you had to go search out for the punk store and buy your t-shirts there.
Super underground.
Or go to the underground like basement show and get your shit there.
Yeah.
And there was no like, if you weren't in the scene, you didn't know about it. There was no finding out about it. You'd have to start out going to Ramones and like Exploited and GBA shows to find out about the other ultra underground thing.
Yeah.
And then go to that. Now it's like all very out there.
Yes.
So it's like you can just go on Amazon and click on like some studs and a leather jacket, and then you have that. But it's like there's still the real feeling out there.
Yes.
It's like, so what are you gonna do? Be bitter because some people like cheat?
Yeah.
They're only gonna be around for a year anyway, so it's like anything else,
No, and there's a lot of different punk cliques, ones that do certain things, and I always just like observing it. But as long as we're all here for the music, I think that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have some type of bad element at shows and stuff, but for the
it's
most part,
never
it's
gonna all
good.
be,
No, so I know you've been asked this, but I've been really wanting to pick your brain because this is one of the talks that I have with so many people. The definition of punk.